Or may not have the model tweaks live.
Really?
Yeah.
How? Like, as we used to? Again, what?
I
Model
got some
tweaks?
I got some changes made to my model.
Oh, let me.
Small changes. And
That doesn't matter to Rika. Rika needs to see.
yes, thought so. There we go. One glaring difference.
Okay, I'm
Hey
looking.
guys, welcome in. Is Lizzie quiet again? The same settings as last time. I didn't change anything. My mic's at the same volume as well. Oh. Did you sent it?
Yes.
Right? You sent it.
I did.
There it is.
Okay, I'm watching, Lucy. I'm intently watching your model. What am I watching for? What am I looking for?
Well, really just three things. We got the new horns.
They're bigger.
Yeah. And less shaped like demon horns, more like actual dragon horns to the back. Second, I'm actually gripping my controller now when I have my hoodie up.
Oh, nice.
And third, I got lazy.
You got lazy? Ah, you mean the outfit?
No,
But it's so cute.
meant more we got rid of the abs, but yes.
Oh, you got lazy. Oh, that's what you meant.
Oh god. Well, welcome in everybody on my side. So we couldn't find the page we were looking for. Bitch, you linked me to that page. What are you talking about? Oh no, you added me as a favorite. You didn't actually send me a collab invite.
Oh, sorry, Lucy. that's just Rika.
But hey Lloyd, hey Zora, hey Chris, hey sis, how you guys doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey Camino. Hey everybody on Rika's side. Let me just
Hello, everybody.
there we go. Share chat.
Hiccup.
Yeah, that one was nasty. Yes. I hate that I can't say no to that.
To what?
So you're hornier from Rammstein. I do actually think this looks better. The apps were slightly off. Exactly! That's why I got rid of them. It didn't feel right.
Your... How do I say it? Your belly is very cute.
Thank you. Oh. You know, I noticed that right now. My arms is not in the jacket. The layering is messed up.
Tell me when you invite me.
Just started with the game. Thanks for the follow, Lampstein. I'm surprised you're not already.
Yeah, me too.
There were abs? Yes, Chris, there were abs. Hey, Mimo. Just a good Lucy's model. Hoodie smokes, very nice. Wish could use some fleshy bits, and the hair would look lovely with more... What? With more ever-screaming faces of the damned. Ah, I see. Yes, of course. Incorporeal jacket sleeve. Yeah, make use of some food, Lord. I'll do some epilogue
Big
stuff.
knee. Food is important.
Yes. Okay. Multiplayer, invite, Rika. No! Hiccup. Didn't realize you had a channel. What do you mean? I've been linked in the title of Rika's streams every single time.
Yep. I'm not lousy like that.
Yeah.
I put her there. Yes, the ever screaming faces of the damned, because you look like a cozy demon on her Saturday.
That's the thing,
Well-
though. I'm not a demon.
Yeah, she's a dragon.
Yeah.
The dragon!
The wagon.
Wait, something is not working here. I need to... Hello? Working? No. We'll
Nope.
fix it later.
There we go. Sent you the invite.
I
Yes.
accepted too late. I'm sorry.
Send it again. Okay.
Thank you. You just noticed that. Okay.
Just
Error. I cannot join that game now. It says. Error, you cannot join this game now.
Do we have to do the final fight again?
No. Do we?
I don't know. If you
You
can't
say?
Yeah, I'm standing in the camp right now. Sent you another invite.
It doesn't let me.
Okay, then we're gonna do the final fight again, I guess. Thankfully, I saved right before that. Load game, high hall. Getting steppies, yes. Or I guess getting stepped on, even.
I see a red dragon, not a red demon. Okay, I guess I know why dragons were always depicted as stand in for devils in the artworks. I'm not an observant person since I... God. Since I... Once I worked without the shirt on before I realized it. The Nether Brain final attack. Save corruption. Okay. I am ready to get invited.
There you go, now it actually shows the little invite thing on Steam.
It doesn't let me join.
Let me double check my mods then. Oh yeah, wait, did one of the...
Shouldn't have. I don't have any updates.
Stained glass, loth, diamond, and party limit, right?
Yes.
Why is it not letting you join?
Must have been quite the show. Yo, guys walking around without the shirt is not so, like, rare.
Now there's a face I know well indeed. Good song, good company, and good realize you were such a homebody.
Albino meatball. I mean, if it's a nice looking guy, it's still a good show. Agreed.
Now there's a face I know well indeed.
Being pansexual is one of the most beautiful things in this world.
I have missed this place.
Everyone's hot.
I fear I am becoming accustomed to the taste of sun-fed plants.
Walking beacon of Gondor, I see. I make Gandalf the White look like Gandalf the Grey.
I would kill for a glass of lava.
Lamstein! That's also a comment for another timeline, another universe. Don't worry about it.
Nice
nice to return to familiar environs.
I would kill for a glass of Ulava wine.
Though I'm going to get very hungry very soon. Past made present. I'm glad for it.
Ah,
For this.
there you are.
So the extra bacon you're eating every morning is actually just charcoal slices?
It may just be rocks, grass, and dirt, but there is something about this spot. Some magic in the air.
Oh, Lemstein is a troll. Don't feed him.
Withers can pluck wine from all over the world. But if
Otherwise, he's a very sweet guy. Well, you're too far for that.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
Have your associates always been so ugly?
Tara, never knew you to be cruel.
I said it to you, not them.
I must be careful to not overindulge tonight, lest I lose control and slip into
Lucy's
bad
working
form.
hard. She's
Yeah.
working hard to please us.
I'm working hard to please myself mostly. But yes, I'm texting with my bigger right now.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not.
Mm-mm. I can't join. I will restart my game.
Yeah, I will too. Bum, bum, bum. Continue.
Lamstein, do you genuinely don't know?
Though I'm
Okay, you can invite me. It means that it doesn't matter what gender or identity you are. I find you hot.
mustn't think about any of the local brains. Far too tempting.
Kill for a glass of Ulava.
Okay, and Bunny?
There's a face
What?
well indeed.
I still can drive.
Okay. We don't need the mods anymore, so I'm gonna throw all of them out.
Okay.
Mod manager. Disable all of these.
I did.
Let's start game. Different mod settings. Do you want to continue? Yes.
Bunny, just because my face is pretty, it doesn't matter it doesn't mean, okay. It doesn't mean that that's the only, like, good quality I might have. Just because you might be not conventionally pretty, it doesn't mean that you're not hot. Oh, these are not the mods I play usually with. These are my Lucy compatible dice. Also, I do have very pretty D&D dice, by the way.
Even though
I have only one.
even though I've never played actual D&D, I still want some dice. Send you another invite.
My dice has everything that a girl can wish for. It's iridescent. It's baby pink. And baby, like powdery baby pink. And it glows in the dark.
Oh.
I know, right?
I have missed this place. And these people. Now,
Ain't you a musclehead looking Viking?
well indeed.
Why can't I join you, Lucy?
Now, there's a face.
Why doesn't it want me to join you?
Revelry and community on the eve of
I wanna play with Lucy.
magnificent.
Let me play with Lucy. But I'm only half done and I'm about to break out the pain
You have
meds.
managed to survive without me. A welcome
I get you.
surprise.
I got depressed and ain't been gym in ages. Feel ya.
I expect that
Half done with what?
Dishes. Her back hurts very much. Also, I did date mostly unconventionally pretty people.
How the fuck do we fix this?
I don't know.
It may just be rocks, grass, and dirt.
We've had this once before, right? But back then it was like mod version differences.
Yeah, but now it just hates us.
Mustn't think about any of the local brains.
Skip leg day. Walk is leg day. Also issues with car and my closest gym is 4k away. 4 kilometers away. Fuck walking after leg day. Been thinking about buying a scooter. E-scooter. Ah, yeah, that's a good little thing. Really shouldn't be in tears from doing dishes, but I'm fine because I'm young. wanna laugh through tears with me? Today, as the specialist was looking at me and my wound and everything, she goes, did it ever cross your mind to lose weight?
Enable the mods again. I'm gonna load an older save. Like a way older save.
Okay. You know, the best thing was that code was there with me. So he did not wait a fucking second to start, like, being rude to her. So she immediately went into defense, like, oh, it's just a medical question. Like, I need to, like, ask that. But the way she asked it was the issue, not that she asked it. Did it ever cross your mind to lose weight? Bitch.
Nah, never, ever. Never would have
Come
dreamed of that
again.
option.
Code was the best. He was like, hey, do you think that somebody of the size of my wife would not try to lose weight all the time? and she was like, well, listen, I was not trying to hurt anybody. I was just asking. What kind of stupid way is that to ask?
Have you tried not being sick kind of question? Yeah.
Yes.
I know. I'll come in as well. Forgot.
Hold on, gotta impress my hand upon your... Gotta impress my hand upon your face. Yeah.
My head is completely empty and I'm incapable of basic thought. Yep.
Yeah. Ah, you can accept me now.
Nope. Here we go. Get in here.
You ever thought of being fat? Ask her. And like the worst thing is that she asked me the question while she was doing something very fucking painful to me. Fat skill issue.
Not as bad as it could have.
Well, this is... My whole issue is a skill issue.
Depressed? Be happy, stressed? Don't be anxious. Just chill.
And now you're gonna load
Exactly now.
the... Yeah.
And yes, now we're gonna load the newer save.
Ah, so smart.
Mega mind, big brain.
Big brain Lucy. You need a toggle where your forehead grows.
Yes.
You know? So it can accompany your big brain moments.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Yaya will show up because I wanted to tell her something, but it's okay. I will tell her later.
Mm-hmm.
Danny! Hi! How did you sleep and what did you eat today?
Hey,
Just
Danny.
calm down. Okay, I'm going to... You're doing it right now. Bye! Bye, assassin! Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
Guys, easy.
Okay.
Fucking finally!
Took it long enough. Most importantly.
A
Yes.
familiar sight. Scratch can't
Oh.
quite speak around the thing he has in his mouth.
What you got there? What you got this time, Scratch?
I found this. It smelled like you, so I kept it. Seemed like something you might like to throw.
Oh my god!
slept alright, but it was way too hot. It's like snowing outside, so the heater was on, and I just kept waking up in a puddle of sweat. Oof! Not great.
Well, the thing is that I don't understand. Our room is pretty cold when we sleep in it, but we still sweat like during summer under the sheets. Just don't know why. Hi Zora baby, welcome in. How did you sleep and what did you eat today? I radiate heat like a freak.
Bioreactor. I mean,
I love
okay,
when my
if we're
aunt still
strictly
said to
technical
me that
about it,
shit you
every
have
human
only
is
a little
bioreactor.
depression, why don't be more positive,
Yeah,
try
that's
not
true.
being sad. Me just
But
trying not to
me
paint
too.
the ceiling
I'm
red.
also like that.
Sure will try.
Let my dog out and he's standing there with his face covered in snow and holding his feet up like it hurts, and he stares at me with his empty head because he doesn't want to come in. Oh my god. I love when my... Oh, that's for you?
Yeah, it was TTS.
Ah.
But yeah, I do agree now. Gotta love stuff like that from people that just don't get it.
But you have your own puddle. Keep it up and you might even have your own pool. Well, that is funny because me and Code, we are always like imitating pinnipeds. So he's a seal, I'm a sea lion. And we call our bed the pool. And we also call the nightstand, like we always bring my cup to the room and we're like, hey, can I have a bit of pool, please? So we just like drink from the pool. So yeah, that's kind of funny that you said that. Oh,
Still baffles-
true.
Yeah. Still baffles me that normal happy people with no pains exist. It's quite fascinating, isn't it?
It is.
Like, how boring do you have to be?
If it keeps up this way, I'll have to have it sooner than I think. Slept great. Had tea and small chocolate cookies, the good stuff. Well, just today. Hi Lark, welcome in. How did you sleep and what did you eat today? I did not see you for a very fucking long time. Lucy. Just like at the beginning of my stream, I was telling people about what my doctor told me, and it was one of the moments when I nearly cried. Was
You're
when I
both
said,
adorable
I just
cuties.
want to be an NPC. Please, I don't want this main character life. I never wanted it. Somebody take it, please. And Aiden came in and she was like, I do not, like, I really do not, like, envy your main character, like, life. I enjoy being a mob. And I'm like, I can imagine.
Oh boy.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely understandable. Maybe not an NPC in Baldur's Gate. I blast them if they look at me wrong. Yeah, that would probably be a bad idea.
There are no life-altering diseases and mental illnesses. They are character traits. You know, yeah, they are character traits that were born from canon events. My sister listens to, she was like one of the top people who listened to Rammstein this year, and I took her to a Rammstein concert way back, and she told me that she's very sad that she did not know them that well back then, because that, for her, that concert was a canon event. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, it was my canon event. And I'm like, okay. Whatever you say, sis.
Amazing. Yeah, how have you been, Scratch?
Oh, I've been so good. I've got a nice home in the city now. A girl named Mindy says I'm her best friend. She's mine too. Also you and Albert. I've got so many best friends, I hardly know who to play with.
Aww.
Oh, God.
That's so cute.
I'm so glad you and your favorite since our travels together.
I certainly have, and I always will. Forever, I think. And so will you.
A pity mutton chops no longer hold any temptation.
Hello.
Hi.
Is the food not good?
Give me a second, guys. I need to be right back. Please, just a second.
Kill for a glass of Ulava wine.
Oh. Oh no. Chat, do I have to hide this chest from Reika?
I expect
What
there have
a
been
lovely...
Cool, fresh air. By the living gods, I know.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
Divine performance. Bard dance. Why is everyone level 1 again? Level 1. Except, why is Gale level 12? Lae'zel's level 10. Astarion's level 12. Mithara's level 1. Volo's level 12. Jahira's level 12. Ruelo's level 12. Vinska's got level 1.
Realize you were such a hunk.
Shadowheart's level 12. Oh! Still sad Karlach died. I mean, I guess technically, yeah.
Time to press ahead.
You have managed to survive without me. A welcome surprise.
No.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not
It's a crazy man
Mustn't
said and
think
built
about
different
any
and
of
built
the
wrong.
local brains. Far too tempting.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
I fear
Welcome
I'm
back.
becoming accustomed to the taste of
So, let's go. So, what happened?
Good song, good company, and good wine from the looks.
No,
What is
she found it. God damn it.
A pity mutton chops no longer hold
What is
any
that?
temptation.
It may just be rocks, grass, and dirt, but there is something about this spot. Some
A chest.
magic.
Ooh.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
Wow.
What's inside?
No.
What? Lucy! Lucy, why?
Like, you can do that after your playthrough.
Okay, I just wanted to put on a nice little dress to be pretty.
You are pretty!
Thank you. Okay.
Nice to return to familiar environments.
Check Scratch's...
Oh.
Check Scratch's title.
Oh, okay. Where is Scratch? Where is he? Ah. Scratch, best boy in the realms. Oh!
Owlbear as well. Feathered hero of Baldur's
You
Gate.
are.
Yes.
Keeping us all on tenterhooks so you could make a dramatic entrance, is it?
Sure.
Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
SCP-42069 has been contained.
Nice. Shadowheart, isn't it?
Hilarious. You could find work as a jester if you stumble upon a noble with more gold than taste. Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever. You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it.
You calling me fat? You calling me chubby? Oh god. Nah, I'm not gonna go for that. Take that as a compliment. You could look good too.
I suppose I do, don't I? I'm glad you seem well. Trudy,
Feelings mutual.
I had no doubt. But I'm glad to hear you say it all the same.
Must be wondering what I've been doing this past while.
Must I? You presume a great deal. I'm joking. Of course I want to know. Tell me all.
Tell you you've been living a quiet existence and you're very glad for it. Boast of adventures you've embarked on since you parted ways with her. I don't think I would settle down, honestly. Even after all that.
Do you ever rest? Think of all those poor, budding adventurers looking to make a name for themselves. Take some time off and give them a chance, why don't you?
Never!
Hopefully these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I miss the tadpoles, but at least it brought us together. Now we've got to make the extra effort ourselves.
For sure. Getting a group of friends that regularly agree to a time and place can prove challenging. The biggest DEG of D&D. Fucking scheduling.
Yeah,
hey,
scheduling
Void.
is really, really hard.
Yes. Oh, God.
Don't remind me. Someone's always got somewhere else to be. But let's do our best all the same. After all, we've faced down bigger threats than wrangling together a few social calendars. Don't be a stranger.
Give it a good go.
Okay, let me...
Well now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
Thank you. That makes one of us.
Oh, forgive me. I am simply excitable. It is good to be out under an open sky once more. My first, since the reconstruction began. We left quite a mess behind. But the city begins to look something like itself once more. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. Same cisterns overflowing. Huh.
It's a kip. It's our kip. I wouldn't change a thing.
She died in mine.
Oof.
Some bitch running as a panther and fell over. Why didn't you revive her?
I don't think you can revivify NPCs, so if that happened before she joined the party officially...
Was it before that, Kaisi? You couldn't? Okay.
Did try to save scam, but she just died again. Oh god. I heard rumors the upper city was destroyed beyond reconstruction.
The upper city has been almost entirely rebuilt. That's where the gold is. Even the builder's scaffolds are cleared from the streets. No dust left to sneeze at. Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three. But nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks.
What?
Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two if they don't expel her. Again.
She has... yeah, wait, you have children?
Ah, yes. Forgive me. There wasn't much time to offer hospitality with an elder brain looming over the city. They ask about you, of course. But I keep them a little too busy for stories. There is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city. But so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry, you had so much work, but there's no one better to do it.
The songs of my suffering will break hearts from here to the Hordlands, I am sure. Now, before this night grows any deeper, I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Definitely.
So, I wanted to...
What a lovely occasion this is.
Must mean rain.
Not during the party.
Yes.
Boo! We are not dreaming. It is our old friend.
Boy is here! It's good to see you, Minsk.
Oh, and it is good to be seen. Oh, after so many days down in the dark, Minsk began to wonder if he was some blind bug who had only dreamed himself to be large and bulksome. You will forgive the aroma, I hope. We were not expecting the Dusty One to open a portal to our very cell. Boo had a moment to lick himself clean, but
Wait,
there
cell?
is a
He's been in
little
prison?
too much of Minsk to cover.
Yeah, you run a cell, what for?
Minsk and Boo have been helping, of course.
We guard the streets, while Jaheira is occupied with harperish matters. The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly, so Minsk and Boo went to give them a tickle. There were harsh words, battle cries, some manner of head wound. We awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by noble combat. Execution, says Boo, though I am not sure of the difference. A long walk to the gallows, and Minsk still has his fists, no?
Yeah, let the barbarian like not take any fucking like weapons, and he gonna tear you from limb to limb with his own hands. He came out of the fucking mimic by tearing it apart. What did you think? Sounds like Vidor's got you out just in time. You're going to get yourself killed. You can fight everyone you disagree with. Zentarian are peacekeepers in the city now, Minsk. You have to live with that. Does Jaheira know you're off the leash?
She told Minsk and Boo to behave themselves, which is why we shall be back in our cell by dawn. But leave such matters for the morn. Tonight is for celebration and the telling of tales. How have you filled your days since we tore this sticky tyrant from the sky?
Living my life now, found someone to live with. I've been happy putting all of this behind me, finding more adventure whenever I can without any tadpole this time, thankfully. Honestly, I've been missing all of you. I've been missing all of you.
No, my friend. It is not yet time for tears and passing Boo around for the wiping of eyes. There is much merriment to be made before the night is done. Go and greet the others. Minsk shall make himself presentable. This pond shall do nicely, Boo. Though I see no soap. So you shall have to blow the bubbles for me.
I fear I am becoming accustomed to the taste of some things.
Quite as nice as the sitting room, but sure.
Didn't realize you were
For 2 months, Orpheus trained me in the ways of the comet. For 2 more, I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strained word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
It's good to see you. You're looking a bit less solid than I expected. Your effort to topple Blackadder well underway then. I figured the Lich Queen would be dead by now. What's the holdup?
Hi, Yaya.
Hi, Yaya, darling. Welcome in. How did you sleep and what did you eat today? I wanted to tell you that the carbon ink is also alcohol marker proof. Yeah, 4.
We've spilled blood, gained a foothold in the astral, but still we need allies. And one beyond reckoning has made itself known. Zerith Minyaragith.
Oh, is that a character from a different game?
Ah.
Not a what, but a who. The immortal god king of the Githzerai. An exiled people. Once kin with mine, until the madness of civil war ripped our one sky into 2. Algish sent word of the rebellion to Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
Ah. The Great Warrior Lazel on a diplomatic mission. The best choice for the job. Your tongue is as learned as your blade. Enemy of my enemy is my friend, as they say. Hold on, the Great Warrior Lazel.
I was as surprised as anyone when Orpheus spoke the order. My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyara Gith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am a warrior of the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
When will I see you again?
Soon. When the comet has risen. When the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust. I miss this place. More to the point, I miss you. I wouldn't even deny it with Vlakith's vorpal blade at my neck. Though, I'd rather it not come to that. Now go. Mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away.
I was like, okay.
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company.
It's been half a year, I see.
But now, our paths cross once more.
Considering we didn't get along. What? Just as nature intended?
Just as I hoped they would, more like. The Oak Father has been kind to me this past while. Yet I cannot forget the bond we all forged together. It is one that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can. For I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
Aw. So it sounds like you need a hug.
I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place.
Y'all making me want to play and finally finish this game? Do it!
That was more than worth the wait.
Austin, stop being horny on Maine! Please!
Squeeze you put on me.
Apologies. You can probably understand my eagerness. I shall be as gentle as a feather next time. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
Finally, yes, let's talk about me. I want to hear about the life you've made, the people you've helped.
In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and Bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony. Stronger together.
Sounds wonderful.
It is, truly. Though a more complex, evolving beast than I could ever have anticipated. I spoke often of balance before. Only now do I realize the balance is no simple, fixed thing. We welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, it can be chaotic at times, but it is a thrilling sort of chaos. It thrives in ways I could never have dreamed of.
Aww.
You'll need to see this place for myself.
You are welcome whenever you like, and for however long you please. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
Wait, he has children?
I mean, yeah, people he's in charge of.
Oh yeah.
Not like biological children.
Ah. I wouldn't put it past him. If he made an army of little Helsons, truly. Daddy Halsin.
Had I known bedtime tales were a possibility, I'd have sorted you out at camp.
You would ask to be tucked in next. But whatever the intrepid adventurer needed, I would have been glad to provide.
Not Barasek's children? Yeah, Barasek's children. You know it. Alright, let's see what
I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
Yes. Regale Halsin with tales of your past 6 months.
You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less, in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, I shall not object to a night off. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
Oh yeah! Daniel and Oliver.
Do you see much of them?
Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned.
Still partial to roaming in bear form, I take it.
I spend half my days in ursine form. The children demand it. I had a score of them taking turns riding upon my back just days ago. I'm glad they are so comfortable with the Oakfather's creations. But they must learn that not all are as amiable as I am. A lesson for another time, though. They deserve some joy. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit. Perhaps because I have found where I am meant to be.
Yeah, he's really settled.
Yeah, you seem more settled than I expected of you. I thought it was against your nature.
As did I, but somehow I feel like I no longer need to roam. That I have found something worthy laying roots for. Amazing what can be discovered about oneself, even at a ripe
Jump
old
scare
age.
owl bear.
What do you mean, jump scare owlbear? He's always been here. What of the Grove? Do you stay in touch?
On occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven to be a steady and wise influence. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence.
Nice.
Before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle? I made this.
Oh, what are we getting?
Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company.
Oh.
You sentimental creature at heart, you know that.
Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
Little duck.
Damn.
Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
Of course.
How did he get to know about this meeting then?
You again! Getting us up into yet more trouble, I presume. Have you come seeking a statement for your next tell-all? It's wonderful to see you, Volo. How have you been?
Busy as ever. Better that than the reverse, wouldn't you say? Every major publishing house on the Sword Coast has been vying for my upcoming book on the subject of our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form. You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
The hero and I, you know?
I, me, it's all Volo as far as I'm concerned. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to
Such a
listen
shady scammer.
You fucking creep!
Any of the local brains. Far too tempting.
Oh, let me talk to Gale.
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
His tattoo is gone!
It is.
Drink water, you dehydrated
Timmy
bitch!
didn't smite you in the end. Hug him. You, a teacher, would hardly say you said the best example of impression level young wizards. Only professor, with your expertise, I'd have thought you would teach every kind of magic going. Hug him. That's what I would do.
Well, that was quite lovely. I'm glad you're as pleased to see me as I am you. I have to say, I'm quite grateful to just be Gale for the evening. I fear my students find me
Who did Reagan
somewhat
romance?
intimidating
Will.
due to my explosive former reputation. seem to put the fear of the gods into them. Or the fear of Mistra, to be more specific. I surrendered the crown of Karsus to her, as I told you I would. And in return, she cured me of the orb at last. Even now, I struggle to put the feelings into words. It was like exhaling for the first time after holding my breath for so very long. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent means of controlling a classroom. Too good, if anything. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
Wow. Go on then, convince me why illusionary magic so much fun. Sounds dull and old brass. As old brass, wouldn't you rather be out on an adventure? You used to take yourself rather seriously, you know. I'm glad to hear that. Magic is no idle study. It's dangerous. Should be treated as such. Yeah, it should be treated as such.
Still, I hoped my students might be a little more open to the playful side of such magic. Oh, they try their best, of course, when they can manage to stay awake. And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
Well, I'm a very tall tiefling. I'm bigger than Will, too.
Yeah. Tieflings are tall.
I confess I found life a little too quiet since our journey came to an end. I found the love of my life. I'd say I'm pretty happy. You haven't heard the latest tales of my heroics. I've been enjoying the solitude of life on the road, going where I wanted and staying no longer than I needed. Than I'm needed. The love of my life.
I couldn't be happier for you. A fitting reward for the sacrifices you made in getting here. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions for you.
I'm a tall muscle mummy. Would be my pleasure. I'll respectfully decline. Sounds too much like hard work for me. Perhaps Will and I can give the lecture together. I might show them how to fend for themselves in the wild. Few of your kind seem to manage the particular feat. Will and I together.
I see why not. Two heads are better than one. Unless you're dealing with an Etin. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now, with time enough to come.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
Do you want to talk to Karlak?
So you made it!
Sure.
Are you enjoying yourself, my love?
Ah, this is heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is.
It's great to have the whole team back together.
Fascinating, isn't it? Everyone has changed so much. Yet the heart of it all feels so familiar. I can't wait to say hello, but to be honest, I'm keen to visit the doctor before it gets too late. He said there's a potential in his infirmary. A very old woman recently diagnosed with a wasting sickness. She seemed interested in what I have to offer. I want to have a good long talk with her before we make an arrangement. Though, if I'm being very selfish, I hope she'll say yes. I'm absolutely famished. And think of all those memories.
Actually, I would love that.
Would love what?
Like, you can go and like have a good talk with like older people who are dying, and for that you can eat their brain, and you will you will remember their memories forever.
Yeah, no, I guess that's a good part, yeah. Here I'm just getting, I was worried you were getting hungry.
I don't hide it well, do I? Some things don't change, even when everything else does.
She's on fire.
I'm hungry in my body, but in my soul too. That woman has lived a long life. Births, deaths, love, misfortune. And if she agrees, I'll be able to give her a dignified end and remember it all in her honor. But hey, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's enjoy ourselves. This is a rare enough treat, isn't it?
Yes. No! Lucy! I wanted to see it!
I didn't!
Lucy's not prepared. Okay. Asterion or Mintara?
I'm becoming accustomed to the taste of sun.
I'll talk to Asterion.
What a lovely
Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And you're looking more delicious than ever, if you don't mind me saying. Whatever you've been doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders.
It's been a wild few months.
Of course. I'd be disappointed with anything less. You always brought a wonderful sense of fun to the world. And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends.
Have you been drinking? Yeah, the last...
Cheeky. I've been very well behaved, thank you. I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
I could have told you that.
Yes, but you say all sorts of things. Honestly, I don't even listen half the time.
Yeah.
It has made for a nice change, though. Inspiring hope in people instead of terror. Well, I do try to inspire a little terror. I'm still me, after all.
Oh, God. So what's next? What's next for you? Gonna keep living the good life?
Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny. At first, I thought I was trapped by the shadows, cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done, but my present, my future, they're mine. This is who I am, in all my glory, for better and for worse.
Glad to hear it. Acceptance looks good on you.
That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
Okay, that was sweet. Okay,
There
talk to
was.
Mintara.
So, here we are. A gathering of allies at a cold campsite with no servants to attend us and few luxuries to enjoy. Oh, we could have been conquerors. We could have ruled these realms as gods. Do you ever regret that we did not take control of the Netherbrain?
You of all people should be glad that the Absolute is no more. It nearly destroyed you.
True. But what better revenge could there be than enslaving the abomination that was the author of my torment? I shall not dwell on the past, though. The future is unwritten and rich with possibilities.
And what mark have you been marking? Mark have you been making, Mintara?
I feared that returning to the Underdark as an apostate of Lolth would be an act of madness. Perhaps it was. If so, it is a madness that fits me well. Rebels swarm to my cause, and even if it takes centuries, I will reclaim my house in Menzoberranzan. And make the Spider Queen bleed.
Wow,
Sounds like a
quite the
plan.
ambition. Yeah, we could do the great things together, you and I.
I would no more allow a god to shape my destiny than I would a pigeon. You may observe my works if you lack sufficient occupations of your own, but do not interfere. Unless you wish to learn how fleeting divinity can be.
Vial kept Manthara alive because we wanted to see what she's about.
Yeah.
My love. Oh, God. I smell like a 70-year-old cinder. Withers yanked me from Avernus with my blade halfway through a Cambion's belly without so much as a chance at washing up. And from the smell of it, you're in the same condition. By the 9 hells, think of the stories we could tell. The demons we've disintegrated, the devilkin we've bled. You must have a favorite, yeah? A fight you still savor.
Taking down the Amnesia was a fight for the ages. The three-tusked Orthon, my heart still races thinking about it. I can't believe we triumphed over a pack of Gorstoi. Nothing stands out. Okay, 2.
I'll never forget its howls as it sank into the magma. The hells fear your name, and the Sword Coast hails it. My lover, my legend. But we should get back to the celebration. Unless there's something on your mind.
I'm amazed at how quickly you recovered from losing your warlock powers. How's your father? You've been in good spirits since your last visit. Mizora is next to kill on the kill list. How did the Diabolist visit in Kalimshan go? Ah, Mizora.
The woman's an expert on devils and their infernal tricks. And she's got some thoughts about my old sending stone of an eye. If my patron could use it to track me, we might be able to track her. Or so the theory goes. We meet in a 10-day. If the Diabolist's right, the eye could lead me right to Mizora. It's past time her old pet gets to sink in his fangs.
Hey, Osana. Evening.
Hi, darling. How are you, baby? How did you sleep and what did you eat today? I'm amazed at how quickly you recovered from losing your powers.
I won't lie. Losing the Eldritch Blasts and the Hexes took some getting used to. Nothing but void, where once there was hellfire. But you stoked new fires in me. The Blade of Avernus is now the ranger he was destined to be.
Wait, so you're both
How's your
rangers now?
Yes. We are a ranger couple.
He's doing well. The rebuilding of Baldur's Gate continues apace. And he's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last Fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the Fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart. Go on, my treasure. The night's young. You shouldn't waste a moment of it. Or waste a single drop of wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oops. Did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Charming. Do you wanna talk to this, yeah. That person up top.
Sure do.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
Tough gig.
You have no idea. You've no idea who I am. Withers couldn't even find a bard that knows who I am.
The famous you. Oh god.
Who is he? How does he know Withers? Yeah.
How do you know Withers?
I owe him a favor, one he is eternally invoking. I thought honoring the worthy was a fair price to pay for Withers to pull me out of the fugue plane. Alas, one purgatory to another.
Yeah, what was he doing there?
Languishing in obscurity. Cyric knew what he was doing when he punished me for that song, the prick. Before I was banished to the fugue plane, I had song prayers coming out the proverbial ears. Guess how many I get now? None.
You feel a pang of divine guilt. Musical prayers went out of fashion among bards when Melil, Lord of Song, offended the god Cyric and was ejected from the pantheon.
I'm washed up, I'm afraid.
If I'd known Melil was invited to the party, I'd have gotten fancier wine. It's an honor.
You know? You're bloody right. It is an honor. Deep down, I knew you'd recognize me. You're a fellow bard, after all. What can I do you for?
Eldritch Blast, best spell. Nope, Fireball.
Yeah.
Nothing. Please carry on as you were.
Fantastical news. Carry on I shall.
I'm glad for it. For this.
Oh, my hip bone like did the crack, but it was very, very pleasant. Okay, let's see. Who else do we have here?
A beautiful night. I wish it could last forever.
Yep, of course.
Realize you were such a homebody, Tara.
I fear I am becoming accustomed.
Oh, you finally found her. There you go.
Oh, right. You. Hello.
You must be Tara. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm certain it is. As for you, well, I've heard congratulations are in order. You helped Mr. Dicarios save Baldur's Gate from the Absolute, isn't that right?
Actually, Gale helped me. If that's what he told you, who am I to argue?
That doesn't sound like him. But whichever way you want to remember it, well done, I suppose. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able, if you can extract yourself from what I'm sure are very important responsibilities.
I like that. Thanks for the invitation. No respect for the
Performance
savior
failed
Faerun,
again.
huh?
Lucy never change.
We'll send word by pigeon when we've need of you. I used to have a taste for them, but a great many things have changed in recent months. Ta-ta, darling.
I love her.
Performance failed again. Yep, as usual. What is my performance? Shouldn't be that bad. I have a +3 to performance.
Let me pet the old owl there.
Friend! Big brother Scratch, too! Happy. Yes, big. But Widders? No. You smell very delicious. Lots. Make tired now. Want sleep? Nice lady. She gives pets and tasty things. I like her. I go to her. Happy. Gonna get pets. Gonna play. Gonna live with nice lady.
Pet him. He likes pets very much. Ooh, more.
Yes. Miss this. More.
Okay, one more. I'm such a cutie indeed.
Yes. Miss this. More.
Sorry.
Which I was not.
Ooh. Chest of Grateful Words. Official guild letter. Oh god. To the hero of the realms, we've followed your adventure closely from the day you fell from that doomed Nautiloid to the final blow you struck the Netherbrain as it loomed over the Sword Coast. We are but a humble guild who pride ourselves in telling stories, nothing like the tales to be written of you for many years to come. How inspiring we have been to witness your feats, awesome and terrible, the lives you've saved and sundered, the friendships you've found. Thus we thought to extend a greeting, to thank you for adventuring with such creative determination, such panache, enough to touch the hearts of each of our number. With deepest gratitude, the Guild of Great Genius. Letter from Barkus. To whom it may concern, Withers gave me this address and said I could consider writing. Thus, an update. The Ironhand gnomes are nearly beyond help, but I've managed to yoke them into something resembling a coherent force for innovation. We've been hired to assist in the city's reconstruction, and our steam-powered object alterations are helping to move building supplies in every part of the city. It's nothing, really. I am well. I trust you are too. We deserve it, after all, don't we? Barkus Root.
Aww.
Cool, fresh air.
Letter from Art. We know
This one night is
Sorry.
like any other.
there's an entire chest full of letters.
Different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate. Until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
I feel satisfied. I accomplished everything I wanted to. I did my duty, no more and no less. I can't help but feel some things have been left undone. Getting tired, I might just go to bed. I think I've caught up with everyone. What comes next? Okay, I can't help but feel some things have been left undone.
If thou could only see the paths of fate untaken, thy mind would surely break. Be glad of thy chosen path. It is, after all, thine.
Yeah.
Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
Yeah, I returned to the party. So you can read the letters.
Letter from Art. To an old acquaintance, I write to you from the sunny porch of the Last Light Inn. A light breeze blows now and then. People are milling in and out. Builders, visitors, the children of all ages in Halson's care. I can no longer hold a quill or eat without assistance. A kind friend is transcribing this for me. Nathaniel, rejoined with Oliver, has promised to be with me when the end comes, and as our old songs drift on the wind ever louder, I know I have mere days left. But I do not fear it. If not for your help, this land would still be shrouded in darkness, and I'd still be lost within. Know that my heart is full and happy, and I am grateful for my last moments. Do visit someday, and if you have time to stop by an old Flaming Fist's grave, I know I'd love to see you. Art Kollek. A letter from Ravengard. Hero of Baldur's Gate, vanquisher of the Absolute, the city is forever in your debt, for without your valor, your audacity, your sacrifice, it would not know renewal. It is not temples and inns and homes that I speak of, but hearts. Baldur's Gate can never be the city it was before it suffered the Absolute's touch, and that is as it should be. The survivors have borne witness to their homes' near destruction. They have come to regret turning a blind eye to the cruelty Gortash disguised as safety and security, and they understand, just as I have come to understand, that trust, compassion, and unity are the foundation of Baldur's Gate. Our gates are open once more to the disowned and displaced. The Flaming Fist will learn to be true servants of the people, and I will devote myself to ridding the gate of the shameful fears that allowed evil to enter our homes and sit at our tables. Yours, Older Ravengard.
Nice.
Letter from Voss. Githyanki's script, Tirsu, adorns one side of the page, the other is written in the common tongue. Shelak. The Prince of the Comet shines ever bright. Breath by breath, battle by battle, Vlaakith's death draws nearer. We have taken to the astral plane, slaughter all who must be slaughtered, and spread the air's truth to every possible ear, willing and unwilling. Many Githyanki have already taken up arms with us as warriors of the Comet. Others have remained in their enclaves or traveled to crashes, dedicating themselves to Orpheus as scribes, spies, and slate scholars. But our allies do not all call themselves children of Gith. Zerith Minyar Gith, the Githzerais God King, has requested an audience. There was a time I would have thought such a coalition unspeakable, but Orpheus has spoken. If Vlaakith is to fall, mayhaps the two skies must once again be made one. Voss. Revekial Torfiris, a Knight of the Comet. Hell yeah. A letter from Arabella. Hey you, it's Arabella. You remember me, right? Boneman once said I need to find balance. Where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being. Fancy talk. He was right though. After I touched that idol in the grove, it was like a big tree started to grow in my head. And all these weird thoughts and feelings and powers and sprouted on its branches like big black leaves. I had to figure myself out, so I followed the weave like Boneman said. I don't know how I knew what to do, I just did. After you squished the brain, Beardman showed up, set the weave, led him to me, and me to him. He's teaching me how to make sense of all those leaves on my head tree. He says I need to use magic responsibly. He also said not to call him Beardman. I'll let you know how it goes. Letter from
Beardman.
Yeah. I'm assuming the like old wizard that came to us as well.
I wish it could last forever.
Letter from Edvard. Who's he again?
Wait, what was the man? What was the name of the man? Of the beard man?
I don't remember. A small extract from a self-published polemic tabloid, a notice had attached at the top. I will not be silenced. E. Meddling with Edward. Friends, Baldurians, my people, consider our loss. Our lauded and benevolent patriarchs maimed, our great upper city libraries demolished, the very beating heart of our great city, the right to speak freely, dead upon the cobbles. Do you not see, my friends, Lord Gortash, formerly our greatest bulwark against the Absolute, is now smeared as a collaborator, his allies and colleagues tossed aside, former publications of repute turning to censorious farces. I ask you, the pamphlet continues in much the same fashion. Fucking asshole. The editor of the Gazette.
Ah, fuck him.
Letter from Alfira. Hello, friend. I'm sorry it's been so long, but I have the most amazing news. You know how Lucrissa was working insane hours at the Elf Song Tavern? Well, she woke me up one morning all excited and told me she had a surprise for me. She took me to a house in the lower city that had a plaque hanging up outside of it. A plaque with your and Lehala's names on it, and School of Music beneath. I just burst into tears. I couldn't believe it. It's the cutest house you've ever seen, but with a big open space downstairs and a small loft where we could sleep. Word spread, and before I knew it, I had a room packed with trainee bards, from Candledeep to Waterdeep. Lucrissa had to quit the elf song to help out. I'm teaching night and day, and fall into bed utterly exhausted every night, and I've never been happier. Do come and visit sometime. We'd love to have you. Lots of love, Alfira.
Aww. Give me a second.
Revelry and community on the eve of revolution.
You can go on.
Magnificent.
Letter from Damon. Hey there, would you mind passing this on to Karlak? Thanks a mil. Karlak, if you're reading this, you're alive. One way or another, you found a way, thank the gods. I think of you often, wondering what's become of you. Write to me, won't you? Please. Yours faithfully, Damon.
What a lovely occasion.
Actually,
I don't think you want to know.
yeah. I'm gonna go talk to Karlak. Maybe I can actually give it to her.
It's good to be among friends again, isn't it?
Shame. Letter of Elminster, that's his name.
There's a storm coming.
Gale, my boy, I can only apologize for my absence from Withers' little gathering. As you know, only the most urgent of business would keep me from indulging myself in his excellent taste in sweetmeats. And your esteemed company, of course. I was delighted to hear that you came to your senses with regards to that cursed crown, and delighted yet further when I learned that the orb's malingering presence no longer poses any threat. In that sense at least, I hope you feel Mr. treated you fairly. I hear you've been dabbling in the spot of educating, a noble profession indeed, and no doubt after your adventures you've plenty of wisdom to share. If I might offer a modicum of my own.
Cool, fresh air.
Keep your head sharp, your heart kind, and your larder stocked. After all, one never knows when an old friend might drop by. Elminster. Letter from Nocturne. Who was she? He? Who were they? Dear Shadowheart, I hope that you are happy and well. I must keep this short as I remain surrounded by Shar's followers at almost every waking moment in my new enclave. I dearly wish for you to enjoy your nights spent with old friends, and I hope that you and I shall share such a reunion. I know it must seem strange for me to dwell on such heretical thoughts, yet I cannot help myself. Perhaps one day I shall find some measure of the bravery that you did, and walk away from this life. Until then, I shall keep safe, and hold memories of you as my one ember of light amid an ocean of darkness, until we find each other once again. Yours always, Nocturne. Okay. Yawn. A letter from Hope. I had a dream last night. Not that there are any nights here, or any days. It was a dream about you, all of you, and you were here with me, and I had served bread and jam and oat crackers and cheeses and enough tea to quench a desert. You nibbled and sipped and smiled and laughed, and you asked if I was happy. Nobody has asked me that for so long that I don't know if anyone has ever asked that at all. I didn't have the words to answer, so instead I led you through my house and showed you all the souls that are here with me. They were Raphael's once, but now they belong to themselves. The archive is an art gallery, the boudoir is a grand kitchen, and the dungeon is a refuge for any wounded soul or creature that finds its way to us. Am I happy? I don't know. But I am hope, and I persist because of you. Letter from Irina. I thought I'd reach out first for once. I finally had my baby, a beautiful boy. I can't believe I ever thought of giving him up. He screams his head off half the night and I've barely slept, but I'm the happiest I've ever been. Other than my wedding day, of course. I decided to name him Connor after his dad. With Ethel gone, myself and some other hack survivors have started our own publishing house. We've only printed a few pamphlets so far, but I'm halfway through my first book. Me, an author. It's like something out of a dream. Mind you, it's all about how to kill hags, but you know what they say, write what you know.
Good company, and good
Fair
fun.
point. With every pamphlet we publish, more people show up to our support groups. As happy as that makes me, it breaks my heart to see how much harm Ethel did. But so long as I live, another hag won't set foot in Baldur's Gate. You have my word. Anyway, the reason I'm writing is just to talk your ear off. It's to say thank you for saving a scared young girl who thought she'd be a terrible mother. I couldn't have been any more wrong. Next time we meet, pints are on me, Marina. Hiccup. God damn it. Letter from Nine Fingers. I'm not much for leaving my city, but it does gladden a girl's heart to be asked to the ball. So thank you for that much. In my place, except a few casks of wine, casks of a fine vintage that managed to roll their way down from the upper city in all the commotion. The rebuilding has given rise to many such happy...
She stole it!
She did? The rebuilding has given rise to many such happy opportunities, worth discussing over a more civilized drink in my guild hall, if you find yourself at a loose end. Enjoy the muck and see if you can get the High Harper to sing. You won't be disappointed. NF. Oh god. Letter from Zevlor. I hope my penmanship has improved somewhat in the past months. When I first stumbled into the city, I shook so badly that I could scarcely hold the soup the priests pressed into my hands, let alone write and thank you as you deserve. It is only when the city itself began to shake that I felt my hands grow still. Along with the other veterans sheltering at the temple, the guards of Elturel's unworthy legions, I watched that monstrosity rise over the city. We felt no fear, only anger, disgust, purpose, and with it power.
Kill for a glass of Ulava wine.
I do not know what oath we cling to now, or how long it will last, but we shall use it to ensure that this city will not suffer as Elturel did, whether it wants us or not. It is more than thanks alone I owe. No words can make amends for what I did to my people, but that is as it should be. More come to the temple every day to aid in the relief efforts, and if I am permitted to work alongside them, then I am content. Come see us when you can, Zevlor.
I fear I am becoming accustomed to the taste of some fair plants.
The first protocol. To the Mlagir who freed me, to Lae'zel, Tlak Magir, my words come to you on slate, for they are immutable and eternal. You are not just liberators, you are all warriors of the comet. Whatever land you travel, whatever sea you cross, whatever plane you grace. Vlaakith's pawns fall one by one at the hands of my faithful, but the city of death stands, and the queen sits on her vile throne at its center. But we stand at a precipice, Lae'zel. Thanks to you, we are soon to restore old kinship, and Vlaakith will burn in the fires thus stoked. The protocols are written anew, and to you, Mlagir, I dedicate the first. All who call themselves Gith shall unite under one sky. Githka Tavkim Krasht. Orpheus.
A fine target for our enemies.
That's a lot of letters.
It is.
There is newspapers as well. Christ.
You don't have to read all of it if you don't want to.
Just take a look at it.
I would kill for a glass of Ulava wine.
Last holdout cultists cleared from Temple of Baal. Hell yeah.
Perhaps he wishes to live by
Iron Throne wreckage continues to block shipping lanes, complains merchants.
The whole gang is here. Wish I'd had time to polish up the horns.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was
Wave
not.
servant murder solved.
Nice to return to familiar environments.
Murders by unholy assassin continue. What? Didn't we solve that?
We did.
Thorm's army dispersed from Baldurian borders. Good, good. Report. Stone Lord killed by beloved ranger.
Accustomed to the taste of sun-fed plants.
Ah.
Mustn't think about any of the local brains. Far too tempting.
Do we have anything else that we're missing?
Other reunions to which I was not.
I don't think so. I think that's all of it. And Batman? Batman? Nah.
Okay, congratulations to that. What else should I say?
Portsmouth Gazette is one more. So the emergency over, declares fist, last illithids eroded from sewers.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not.
Baldur's Mouth as an editor resigns. Links to Gortash regime unfounded. I don't believe that.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not.
Volo's Guide to Baldur's Gate.
Oh no.
For my adventuresome muse, our fates are bound, my wisdom vast, ideally I hope our kinships last. Deepest affections, Volothump Gedarm, poet, artist, savant, etc. A poorly drawn map of a city is captioned in flamboyant script. What follows is the most thorough and accurate account of the city and people of Baldur's Gate, a sordid gem of the Sword Coast. An editor's note in crimson ink follows. V. This volume is startlingly accurate save for the nonsense about the Black Dragon Gate. It is not alive, no matter how many virulent hacks claim otherwise. Commission someone else to draw the map.
Exactly. Evening, Kaji. How did you sleep and what did you eat today?
Heyo. Well, Withers.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
Oh god. Finished my last class. Time for a healthy pizza. Hell yeah! I had some pizza yesterday.
Enjoy, darling. No sleep yet. Every time I try to get some client comes calling with an emergency request. Just got to breakpoint through though, so hopefully you can find some lunch shortly. Ooh, enjoy food.
Yeah, enjoy food, yeah. Feel satisfied, accomplished everything I wanted to do.
I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
I think I've caught up with everyone. What's next?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen.
You sure you're done partying?
Yes.
The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
Ooh. To brains without worms and a good night's sleep.
Oh my god.
The greatest friends I could dream of.
To you.
Wow.
This entire thing was Withis' fault in the first place.
There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools. Everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals. I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
Damn.
Somebody explain this to me, please.
Withis is a god? Question mark?
Mm-hmm. have the same question. Thank you, Lucy, for streaming with me today.
Thank you for playing through 120 hours of this shit with me.
Girl, you know I would never refuse. You know I would never refuse. You know that.
This is the god who gave his powers to the dead 3.
Oh my god, why?
Huh. So, with us is or was Jergal, Jergal, the god of dead? Bruh.
No one knows what the deal was. I see. But damn.
Yeah. Nice one, Withers.
It was really his fault. So
Could be just be because he was bored. That would track. Possible.
with Withers any day. Truly. Damn. Damn. Okay. I let you continue your normal program and I will go play some Project Sekai.
Do that. Again, thank you very much for joining me in Baldur's Gate and fucking forcing me to actually finish this game.
Of course, I did not do anything. Pig. So, Lucy, it was a pleasure.
A pleasure and an honor.
Please, do write me again.
Yeah, we'll find something else to play through soonish. We'll see.
Soonish. Lucy told me one day when you finished the god damn it, was Wasteland 3. And after some time we may play something else together again.
Yeah.
And in a week she writes me, so Baldur's Gate now? I was like, I thought you meant, like, first of all, I thought you will never play with me again. Second of all, already?
Yeah.
Lucy, do you realize that we've been playing together games for a year now?
No.
That's how it is. I realized it just now, so I had to share.
Let's see.
I will be ending the call. It's very hard, but I will push the button.
Yes, do that. We'll talk again. Till now.
We'll talk again.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye bye.
You too. Bye bye. Well. And this is the end of the Baldur's Gate. Regular playthrough, anyway. Now, the question is, Do we want to start an honor mode attempt? Or do we go back to Stardew? Because honestly, I'm up for either one. I think yes, okay. Yes. Let's do an honor mode thing. Why not? We shall see. I kinda... Now, question is... do we want to do... like... a regular... honor mode playthrough? Or do you want to go Dark Urge? Do we want to go Dark Urge as well? What the hell? Because depending on what we want to do, sword, short bow, and long bow. With chronic resilience hit points, your hit point maximum increases by 1 for each sorcerer level. Wow, an entire 12 points of extra health. Amazing. Tides of Chaos. Wild Magic. I do kind of want to see how wild magic works in this game. Storm Sorcery. Tempestuous Magic. After you cast a level 1 spell or higher, you can fly as a bonus action until the end of your turn. Doesn't even seem that bad, honestly. Oath of Vengeance Paladin. This is what Minthara is, isn't it? Isn't she? You know what? Marker here. And I'm gonna organize some, well, think about some other stuff before we start a normal playthrough. Yes, that's better. To like highlight the stuff again, do that stuff separately.